Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a thrilling compilation of the most brutal high-speed police chases caught on Dashcam. We've got 10 heart-stopping chases lined up for you, each more intense than the last. From reckless drivers to desperate individuals trying to outrun the law, these chases have it all. Near misses, incredible maneuvers, and constant uncertainty. So, buckle up and let's dive right into the action-packed world of high-speed pursuits. Our first chase takes place on a desolate desert highway. The suspect, driving a beat-up pickup truck, is wanted for questioning in connection with an armed robbery. The officer in pursuit, a seasoned veteran, keeps his cool as the suspect weaves through traffic at over 100 miles per hour. The suspect's truck kicks up a trail of dust, making it difficult for the officer to see. But he doesn't let up, his eyes glued to the road. The radio crackles with updates from the dispatcher, but the officer is laser-focused on the vehicle in front of him. He knows that one wrong move could have disastrous consequences. The suspect is driving recklessly, putting himself and others in danger. The officer has to make a judgment call, push the pursuit and risk a deadly crash, or back off and let the suspect escape. He decides to stay on him, his instincts telling him that this chase needs to end sooner rather than later. Just when it seems like the pursuit will continue into the night, the suspect makes a fatal mistake. He misjudges a turn, his truck skidding off the road and into the ditch. Our next chase takes us to the heart of the city. The streets are alive with activity, but amidst the hustle and bustle, a dangerous game of cat and mouse is about to unfold. The suspect, a young man in a stolen sports car, is wanted for multiple traffic violations and evading arrest. He clearly has a need for speed, and the officers in pursuit are about to give him a run for his money. The suspect weaves in and out of traffic, his engine roaring as he pushes the limits of the car and the law. The officers, highly trained in high-speed pursuits, stick to him like glue, their sirens a deafening chorus in the concrete jungle. One officer, a woman with nerves of steel, anticipates the suspect's every move. She's one step ahead, predicting his turns, reading his desperation. Her partner, a veteran with years of experience, provides backup, his voice calm and steady on the radio as he coordinates with other units. The suspect, realizing he's trapped, makes a desperate gamble. He veers onto a pedestrian walkway, narrowly missing terrified onlookers. The officers, bound by their duty to protect and serve, have to make a split-second decision: continue the pursuit and risk innocent lives, or back off and let the suspect escape. This next chase starts in a quiet suburban neighborhood. The suspect, a middle-aged woman in a minivan, is wanted for a string of petty thefts. The chase begins when a patrol officer attempts a routine traffic stop. The woman, instead of pulling over, slams on the gas, her minivan lurching forward. The officer, caught off guard, gives chase, his siren wailing. The woman, clearly panicked, makes a series of erratic turns, her minivan bouncing off curbs and narrowly missing parked cars. The chase takes an unexpected turn as the woman enters a one-way street, driving against the flow of traffic. Oncoming cars honk their horns, swerving to avoid a head-on collision. Just when it seems like the woman will make a clean getaway, she crashes into a delivery truck, bringing her joyride to an abrupt end. The officer, relieved that no one was seriously injured, approaches the minivan cautiously. This chase has it all: high stakes, narrow escapes, and a suspect who seems to have a death wish. The chase takes place on a busy interstate highway during rush hour, turning the evening commute into chaos. The suspect, driving a stolen SUV, is wanted in connection with a kidnapping, and the young victim is believed to be in the vehicle. The officers in pursuit know that every second counts. The SUV barrels down the highway, weaving through traffic at breakneck speed. The officers, their sirens blaring, push their vehicles to the limit, trying to stay close enough to intervene but not so close as to spook the suspect. The suspect, his face contorted in fear and desperation, drives with reckless abandon. The chase reaches its climax when the SUV, tires blown and engine smoking, slams into a concrete barrier, bringing its reign of terror to a halt. The officers, their adrenaline surging, surround the vehicle, guns drawn. The suspect, dazed and bloodied, stumbles out of the wreckage. This chase showcases the incredible coordination and teamwork required to apprehend a suspect in a high-speed pursuit. The chase unfolds across multiple jurisdictions, involving officers from different departments working together seamlessly. The suspect, driving a motorcycle, is wanted for a series of brazen robberies. The chase begins in a small town, where the suspect leads local police on a winding chase through narrow streets and back alleys. As the suspect crosses the county line, the chase escalates, with state troopers joining the pursuit. Helicopters from news stations and law enforcement join the fray, their cameras capturing the action from above. The suspect, realizing he's surrounded, makes a daring move, heading off-road into a wooded area. The chase culminates in a dramatic standoff at the edge of a ravine. This chase is a masterclass in reckless driving and the inevitable consequences that follow. The suspect, a young woman driving a convertible with the top down, seems to be enjoying the attention. The chase begins when the woman, ignoring a red light, speeds through an intersection, narrowly missing a school bus. The officer, witnessing the near miss, activates his lights and siren, but the woman accelerates. She runs red lights, drives on the wrong side of the road, and even does donuts in a crowded intersection. The woman, her confidence growing with each successful maneuver, makes a fatal error. She misjudges the distance to a ramp, her convertible becoming airborne before crashing down with a bone-jarring thud. This chase is not about speed or reckless driving, it's about endurance. The suspect, a man driving a beat-up sedan, is wanted for questioning in connection with a hit-and-run accident. The chase begins on a lonely stretch of highway, the suspect's car a speck on the horizon. The officer, his foot heavy on the gas pedal, maintains a steady pursuit, knowing that this is a marathon, not a sprint. He radios for backup, but the nearest unit is miles away. The miles tick by, the scenery blurring into a monotonous landscape. The suspect, his car running on fumes, continues his desperate flight. As the sun begins to set, the suspect's car sputters and coughs, its engine finally giving out. The officer, his heart pounding with a mixture of exhaustion and triumph, brings his car to a stop behind the disabled vehicle. This chase takes an unexpected turn when an unusual passenger is discovered in the suspect's vehicle. The chase begins in a rural area. The suspect, a young man driving a pickup truck, wanted for questioning in connection with a series of burglaries. The officer, a rookie, follows the truck as it speeds down country roads. The chase is uneventful, the suspect not making any attempt to lose the officer, but not stopping either. The chase takes an unexpected turn when the truck suddenly swerves off the road and comes to a stop in a field. The officer, his hand hovering over his holster, approaches the vehicle cautiously. He orders the suspect to exit the vehicle. The suspect complies, his hands raised in surrender, but as he exits the truck, the officer notices something unexpected. A small, furry head poking out from the passenger side window. It's a dog, a golden retriever, its tail wagging nervously. This chase highlights the long arm of the law. The chase begins in a bustling city center. The suspect, a man driving a stolen luxury car, wanted for fraud and embezzlement. The chase starts when the suspect, realizing he's being followed by an unmarked police car, floors it. The officers, their covers blown, activate their lights and sirens. The suspect, his confidence shaken but not broken, uses his knowledge of the city streets to his advantage. He ducks down narrow alleys, cuts through parking garages, and even drives the wrong way down a one-way street. The officers, their training tested by the suspect's evasive maneuvers, stay on him, coordinating their movements. The chase reaches its climax in a dramatic showdown at the city's edge. Our final chase is not for the faint of heart. The suspect, driving a beat-up van, is wanted in connection with a string of violent robberies. The chase begins on a desolate stretch of highway, the suspect's van a dark speck against the backdrop of a stormy sky. The officers, their sirens wailing, give chase, their faces grim. The suspect, his face hidden by a ski mask, drives with a chilling recklessness. The chase takes a terrifying turn when the suspect, boxed in by a police roadblock, rams through a barricade. The officers, their hearts pounding, resume the pursuit. The chase culminates in a heart-stopping climax on a bridge overlooking a steep ravine. The suspect, his van riddled with bullet holes, engine sputtering, makes a last, desperate gamble. Thanks for watching. We've just witnessed some of the most intense and unbelievable police chases ever caught on Dashcam. These chases are a stark reminder of the dangers that law enforcement officers face every day to keep our communities safe. These pursuits also highlight the importance of responsible driving and obeying traffic laws. The choices we make behind the wheel can have life-altering consequences not just for ourselves, but for others on the road. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible content. Stay safe out there.